So, Glenn, let's talk about the next step, which is BrandHeart. Tell us more about BrandHeart, what it means, and what is involved in this second step.
This is a really important step, and I think getting back to our discussion earlier, Chen, about emotional connectivity, this is really all about establishing a relationship with your prospects and your customers first. What I call a deep relationship, and then it's underneath that, and this obviously is not mutually exclusive, is to be able to deliver what you promise as a result of developing that relationship. So, you'll go out there, you'll develop a relationship, and then you'll substantiate that relationship and keep that relationship going with the rational, delivery of the promise. There's several sort of, over the years, what I've found to be the most important aspects of what really define a brand heart. I call them purpose, core values, benefits, personality, and key attributes. Now, if you sort of go in and look at what each of these is, and I won't go into too much definition, Chen, but I'll at least give you an idea. I would start with key attributes, and the key attributes are really the features that constitute the brand's makeup. So, if you took this example as a motor vehicle, you'd say, well, this car, the features of this car is that it has, an outstanding six-speaker sound system. That's a feature. It has ABS braking. That's a feature. So when we talk about your company, we're talking about, well, what are the features that constitute, what your company is. Then we move from there and we translate that to benefits, and we say, well, benefits are really the translation of what a feature is in terms of the value to your consumer. So what are people going to get or gain from the brand? What's in it for them, the WIFM, what I call the WIFM. What do they benefit from this? And generally speaking, in my advertising career, we would focus on benefits to consumers, whether they be emotional or rational, far before we would talk about the benefits. The benefits always come after that. Then the personality, obviously, is how the brand expresses itself, its tone, its manner, its characteristics and traits. And the personality is very important. I think I've said to you in one of our other discussions before that brands that are more like people are better brands, and people that are more like brands are better people. And that's the way it sort of works in my mind. So personality characteristics of a brand, very important indeed. And then I think you ladder up from there to what the purpose of the brand is. Now, this is really the brand's, sort of raison d'etre, French for reason for being. Where people are working for a brand that has a purpose, what the purpose is, what gets them out of bed in the morning. Why would they continue to work for this brand if they made $1 million? Generally, a compelling purpose is what drives people to do that, way beyond things like money. And then, of course, we've got the core values, and the core values are the sort of timeless tenets of what the brand believes in. It's what's really important to a brand. And then in the middle of that, the most important thing of all, and what all those characteristics and fundamentals feed into, is what I call the brand heart. And the brand heart really is the resonating pulse of the brand. This is, many other disciplines of marketing strategy might call this the essence of the brand. But to me, the pulse of the brand is far more important, because we are talking about a brand that's more like a person. It's got to emotionally connect. So you've got to talk about a brand in the emotional context. So there's sort of the key elements of the brand heart model, Chen.